Hello everyone. How is everyone today? I'm Debbie Tosun Kilday, and I'm in Connecticut. And we have Paul Richmond in Massachusetts, and Chryssa Velissariou in Greece. And the star today is Takako Itoh. Is that how
Yeah.
you pronounce your name? And she is in Tokyo, Japan. Wow. We have some different time zones here. Um,
We're
so
international.
Yeah, actually.
That's right.
So, Takako is the International Beat Poet Laureate. And if you want to show your award plaque,
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone would like to see that. Oh, it's a bit, there's some.
Can you see that?
Yep. A little blurry, but it's good.
No, it's
Yep.
blurry, yeah. Very blurry,
That's
actually.
okay. There, we get the idea.
Anyway,
And
yeah, maybe her screen is not, maybe it's clean. Anyway, so I've known Takako for many years now, and
Yeah.
and she became the International Beat Poet Laureate for 2025 into 2026 because a lot of people recognize her work. She's very well known around the world, and she's been a poet for many, many years. And she's had events at different places. And I'm very happy that she has become our international. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Keiko. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hmm. Um, in the future or in now?
No, you are.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
give us, or just give us a little history about, your development in your community of poetry and what you have done and what you do now.
oh, now, oh, regrettably, I am not good at speaking Japanese. I'm a Japanese, but I'm not good at it. So from this year, I try to join the poetry reading in Japan and speaking Japanese, not English. Um, but it's a good point to make my poem more um, effective and more lovely to express my poem in English. That is a very good effect for me.
Mm.
Now, when you have had events, do a lot of people attend them
Yeah,
in person?
one of the event, almost 30 or 40 people, and one of the event is a little more small, but very special. A specialist poet in Japan, they have a lot of published book, and their parent or grandparent, grandfather, grandmother was a poet.
Oh, so
Yeah,
families are poets down through the years?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That,
So their opinion is very important to me.
mhm.
They had a great history as a poet.
Wow.
so
And go
you
ahead.
are opening to the Japanese public, the more famous poets in Japan, I guess.
Mm, I tried to think that, but am I honest? I would try to have a poetry reading, speaking in Japan in English, not in Japanese,
Okay.
because to me, English is the most fitable, and regrettably, Japanese is not uh, different to me. I don't know why I said like that, but this is my honest feeling.
Are you Japanese?
Yeah, I'm Japanese.
And you write in English only?
Yeah.
No? Yes? Interesting. I'm Greek, of course, and I write in Greek. I write in English too. I became known from my English poems.
Mhm.
I'm the first international Beat Poet Laureate in NBPF.
Mhm.
And of course, NBPF helped me a lot because we are like a family. We support each other.
Yeah.
But that's very interesting in terms of thinking that both of you became known internationally because of speaking English.
Yeah.
Do you have poems for us that you could read a few in between while we're asking you questions?
Mm.
No poems? We'd like to hear one of your poems.
Oh, I would try to ask everyone, when you have any inspiration for words, when, when do you have, what is the timing for the inspiration of words? Or sometimes the clue or hint of words when it's happened. To me, I sometimes working out or sometime look at flowers or almost my inspiration comes in the morning. I would like to ask everyone, when is born your inspiration of words as a poet?
What are your inspiration hours, Paul?
Yeah.
It's mostly when I take the time to be by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it could happen anytime, but usually sometimes in the morning. And if it's nice, I sit out on my back deck in the sun and just try to open my mind up in terms of that. But it's mostly even sometimes very late at night. I mean, it's whenever I can have time alone.
Chryssa, how about you?
For me, the poetry inspiration is a very difficult procedure. I write poetry when I cannot speak, when I want to express something very intensive that is happening in my soul. So I have no concrete time to do that. When I, especially in the night, when something happened all day and other voices are silent, the voice of poetry comes to me and I start writing. So I'm a night owl. I find time in the night because I'm a very active person. I work too much. I run all day. So when I'm alone and think more in the night, I write then. Usually. But not only in the night.
My time is usually late at night, very late at night. sometimes even while I'm in bed, I will write on my phone. And, you know, there are other times, but mostly really late at night, I guess. That's how I usually write.
I don't write by hand. I type poems. I never liked writing by hand. I like to see handwritten poems, but I cannot have not this ability. I started writing poetry in blogs. So they called me at first blog poetess in Greece. And my first interview was with this. They characterized me blog poet. And now I like to feel that others listen to me. So I use Facebook or Instagram or blogs, because I think that I have a communication during the procedure of poetry. It is not something I want to have internally. It is a way to communicate for me.
Takako, I noticed that you've been doing a lot of haiku, and you have images with your haiku and music. I don't think you did that all the time. Is this something new that you do?
Yeah, I try to challenge a lot of things, and so I'll add videos, making the video rants or music, haiku or tanka. Haiku is a very shortest poem, and tanka is a little longer, but it's also a very short. And I love them because the shortened words are more clearly thought in my mind and more vivid image for words I know. So I try to make a haiku or a tanka because this is my original culture in Japan. Of course, I'm not good at speaking Japanese, but I love my culture. And music videos, and that makes readers to love poet. Not a poet, not for a poet, just for readers, because some readers, whenever they are very troubled, they have some issue for their private problem, they want to read our poems. I know I sometimes meet people who had cancer or who had a limit for living, and they give me a message. Thanks for giving me, encourage me, and that has the power to continue writing at any time. So poem is very important in our life at any time. Just there in our life is a lot of trouble and issue and conflict in now.
Yes, especially now.
Yeah.
I love Japanese poetry, and it is loved all over the world. We have in Greece traditionally small poems like haikus. But because haikus or senryus or tankas are very popular, we call them also this way. My last book, which was very loved by people, and I wrote it in English. I published it in India, and I wrote it in English. Was in the senryu style. I think I tried also many kind of poetry. This one was about war, to see the war when the European war started. I tried to to throw away the fear through this book, through the little poems of this book. And in the same time, I was, when I could not say something, when I could not write something about my feelings, I was drawing a monogram, something simple. In the book, there are also my drawings.
So I can't help but ask you, Takako, where did you learn English? Did your parents speak it?
Oh, I learned in English from my poem because I try to write almost every day and write my best today. Always try best. What is the best English? What is the most attractive words or more good word for love? I always searching and searching every day, and I sometimes picked up my dictionary and to try to find another word in the same meaning. English has a lot of words to have mean the same word, but it's different words. So I love English in this point and always learned from it and try to find that.
That's so interesting. It is.
It is not so rare. I learned better English through poems too.
Well, do you love English?
Because poetry is from the heart. And when you use a language, you must use the correct word to express. You cannot translate. When you write in English, you must write in English, not translate. When I write a poem I wrote in Greek, in English, I don't translate. I just write it in another way, a similar poem, in another way, an English poem.
Are there more meanings to words in English than your own languages of country origin? Do you find there's more choices of words to express the same thing?
Yeah.
Is that
and sometimes a radiant poet needs a syllable with beating the rhythm. So I searching for the good rhythm for reading the poem. So I love the sense of reading the poem with syllables. Yeah.
I would say that I cannot say the English language has so many words as the Greek language, because it is an older language.
Yeah.
But it has a sound that is very, very used. around us. So sometimes the songs we heard, the poems we read in English, give us memories, music that we have in our hands, and we prefer to listen to a poem in English. But it is very difficult to translate, for example, a Greek poem into the English language, because the Greek meaning, the words in Greek are more multiplex. There are many meanings, many detailed meanings in Greek, more detailed meanings in Greek than in English.
Sometimes when I was at the Austin Festival, they had an hour or two of international poets reading, and they usually read in their language. And then they would usually say, well, okay, I have to translate this English. You don't have a word for the word that I have, or you don't have a concept for that word, or I have to tell you 3 or 4 sentences explaining when I say that word, that's what this is about. And so that's always very interesting in terms of, for myself, I feel like I'm still trying to learn English, and that it's unfortunate in terms of not learning other languages, because I just realized there's so many other ways of seeing the world through that language that I don't see through an English a view of it.
There are poems in Greek that I cannot translate in English, because the Greek language has the meaning in the sound of the word. And that's what I mean when I say, in fact, we don't write haiku or senryu, because haiku and senryu had been invented for Japanese language. No one else writes correct haiku and senryu than Japanese. They are more incorporated in Japanese language. What we write is 3 verses poem that are similar in structure as haiku or senryu.
Yeah, that's interesting because of the rhythm and how many syllables and what happens. Also, you said that people have written you to inspire you because of more about community and what they're thinking about in terms of their life. Do you feel like you do political or social related justice things, or nature, or more about people and community?
Here, at this point, Facebook or any other blog site has a lot of community, and they sometimes gives me a hint to create poems, and I know I would try to express my feeling to create a poem, and I would try to people to feel that in their set, not the word, and their feeling of my poems. So I always would try to add the videos and music, and some of the readers might not know English, or might not know the sense of poetry, and I am Japanese, so I always think everything's included in nature. So good or sad is always within nature. That is not good or bad, or angry and not happy, just a neutral feeling is the best things or very virtues in our Japanese feeling.
I notice you do a lot of you express a lot about nature or love. A lot of love, which that's what I love about your poem.
When you talk in your poems, you're addressing to a person that you love.
Yeah.
Is this person a real person, or it is an imaginative personality you have in your mind and inspires you?
In this point, I am proud of I'm a Japanese, and even I am not good at speaking Japanese, but I love Japanese sense. This might be not happy to all the people because we accept all religions, all sense, and all meanings. That is very curious for others all over the world. We accept every God, every religion. Maybe this is very strange, but I love this culture in Japan. And it
is a very important aspect to see no religion, to see, to accept every religion. This would save the world, perhaps, sometimes.
Yeah.
But I ask you, when you address, you talk to a person you love in your poems, this person is a real person, or you imagine it in your mind, so you get inspired and express your feelings through the poem?
She's asking
is
if
a real person the one you talk in your poems. You usually talk to a person in your poems.
Well, you're asking, is she just speaking generally about love, or is she speaking about a certain person in her life? That's what Chris is asking you.
Oh,
I like that. I see you speak in a second person. You say, my love, I want to give you something, etc. And you mix this all this with nature. It is very cute, very gentle. But I just had this question in my mind. Is it a real person? It is your loved one, or an imaginary person that inspires you?
This is a difficult answer, but I always express my gratitude. In my honest, I had the disease of asthma, so I haven't imagined that I live longer. I thought I died in a short life, but luckily I live longer and I feel a lot of love all over the world, and people has a lot of good point. Sometimes we knew the bad world all over the world, but I trust everyone has a good, not bad. And
So you talk to the other. She talks to the other. She doesn't talk to her loved one. She talks to the reader. You express love to the reader when you write.
She has readers all over the world through social media. That's what she's saying. So it's not just one person. It could be an idea of love.
It is the other. I feel that, like she talks to me.
Yeah.
She expresses her love to me even if she doesn't know me. Because I include the bad and the good together. And I think that you accept my good and forget my bad. And this is good.
Chryssa, everyone's expressing their love to you. Come on.
No. You express my love, you, my family there in America. There are a lot of people that don't like me.
No.
No?
We all love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
So do you feel that in terms of you say you don't speak Japanese very well, do you feel more out of place? But you said you like your culture, right? You like being Japanese, but do you feel as though you're experiencing it from the outside?
What?
Again.
Well, because of not having the language of going into what people are talking because of English, well, maybe you understand enough. I was asking, do you feel that you're experiencing it kind of from outside? Like me going to Japan, only having English, I'm sure my experience would be very different than if I spoke Japanese to be able to interact or, get more of the feel for what was going on. My view would be different. And obviously you've been brought up in the culture, so you know all the different things, but you don't, one of the main cultural things is language.
Why you say that you don't talk Japanese very well? Why? Since you are brought there, you are born there, you embody the Japanese culture. Your poems are Japanese, even if they are written in English. And you said that you don't talk the Japanese language very well. Why?
Sometimes Japanese people say writing poems in English is very strange and curious. Sometimes they say I am the foolish, and they don't have any good image for that. And my sense is out of Japanese, and they are very crossed each other, but sometimes they love rumors and they love their own life only. But I love all the people all over the world, not in cross, not in face-to-face, just on the website or blogs. And they also have I think they're my friends.
So have you been told by people in your country that they don't like that you say your poetry in English, that they wish you spoke Japanese instead? I mean, do you get people that don't like that idea?
Recently, I joined Japanese poetry reading, speaking in Japanese. They say it is good And they had no bad meaning of words in Japanese as a Japanese. But I don't know what to say. But I have another sense out of Japanese and to express my feeling, not cross to people in real, just out of people on Facebook or on blogs. And so it...
Do you feel you express yourself better with people?
I guess you want to talk to these people, to people abroad, not to your poetry for you is to express your feelings abroad.
Yeah.
I see.
Because your Japanese, the Japanese environment, let's say, don't inspire you. The Japanese people don't inspire you to let them know how you feel.
Sometimes, yeah, I sometimes feel when I talk to Japanese, they are not interested in abroad. So they never feels sad as for the another world has a war and conflict. And in Japanese people rarely donate anything for the people who has a difficult issue in another world. I don't like that because now in Japan we have a peace at any time and safe, but it is not for all the people over the world. But regrettably, whenever I said to Japanese, they had no interest about that. Regrettably.
I understand what you say. You are a so kind soul.
Thank you.
You write poetry for healing people.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
When I started writing in English, I did it because I wanted to hide from my Greek environment, because I could not express myself openly in Greek. The Greek poets never accepted my English poems, never, or my English success, English poetry success. But I feel this way, as you say, I feel that it is a great tool to communicate and to help other people to not only around you, but all over the world, because the healing strength of poetry is great.
Yeah.
And why to keep that for you? You must give it.
Yeah, but not everybody thinks that. Some people are thinking about wanting to be known as the best poet or win at a slam or, all kinds of different things. And so, I mean, I remember that was kind of amazing in Senegal when I was there. The musicians, they would almost laugh at Americans. Oh, so, this is a great song. You're going to put this out as a single or something? And they were like, no, we don't do that. And sometimes it would come up, oh, we're going to the next town over, a village, they would call it. And because grandma's sick there and we're going to go play music until she gets up. it was about that healing and community and all of that, And I can have, I have things in common with you guys. You were talking about people. I have a lot of people who don't understand my English poems in English.
I love them.
I know, but there's a lot of people who don't like them, Chryssa. I mean, that's
I
why you
guess
and
so.
that's why you and I are friends, because we like each other's poetry.
And now we like Takako poetry, because no matter it is different, it has the same point.
Will you read some of them? Will you read us a poem?
Why don't you read us?
Yes.
something?
Yeah. Okay, I read one. May I read?
Yes,
No?
please.
Of course.
We want you to read.
I would not read. First speak in English, and then I will try to read it in Japanese. It is okay for you?
Okay.
Okay, the title, Broken Bending Machine for Tears. When I was little, I felt as though I barely had any emotions. I was raised to believe that not crying and enduring things were virtues. As I grew older and eventually found myself alone, I couldn't sleep even when I was exhausted from work. Just as I was driven off, I felt as if someone invisible but gently touching my head. I knew the tears that suddenly welled up were neither sad nor relief. Oh, damn, like a broken bending machine for tears, right? I thought to myself with a bitter smile. The tears I couldn't shed long ago seemed to have gushers over time, now dropping one after another from that machine, clattering at my feet. Even if I told them to cut up, please. Next I speak in Japanese.
Okay.
小さい頃、感情がほとんどなかった気がする。泣かないこと、我慢すること、それらを美徳として育てられた。大きくなって、年をとって、一人になって、仕事で疲れていても眠れない。そんな時になんとなく誰かが頭をなでている感覚があった。急に溢れた涙は悲しみのものでもなく、安堵から来るものでもなく、まるで、壊れた涙の自動販売機みたいでバカみたいって苦笑いした。遠い昔に流せなかった涙たちは、時を経て、マシーンからカランコロン、カランコロン、カランコロンと立て続けに私の前に落ちてくる。もう、やめてよって私がいくら言っても。
You speak Japanese. You speak Japanese. What do you mean?
You speak Japanese very well.
You speak Japanese.
Thank you.
And again, it's very different. It reminds me, like as I said, also of just the emotion of the words, the sound of the words. Even though knowing that those were the same poem, it's a very different experience of the sound and emotion English words do.
My best remembrance of the first time I came to America. All of you in front of me listen to me like a music in between the poems for 2.5 hours. and shaking your hands in the rhythm of the Greek poetry. it was amazing. I could not, this respect, I could not imagine that Americans could have this respect to other languages. I admit that Greeks wouldn't. It was amazing for me. And what we heard now, it was amazing too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but also, Chris, I mean, you were
Sound
with
like as a sound.
you were with a group of people who care about words and sounds. There
Mm.
are many Americans who speak English, don't speak Spanish, don't speak any other language. And so that's not generally the case, but it is nice when you're in places. Like I said, that hour or the 2 hours, whatever it was in Austin, it was just so amazing to have Russian, Italian, just all these different languages and having people respect each other and acknowledge that each language spoke something about the world that other languages did not have, and that was just
It is,
wanting
it is
to
not
learn
only
about
the
it.
meaning. From the words, get out the feeling too.
Right.
Feeling.
Yeah. Would you read one more, please?
Oh, one more.
Actually, we want 5 more. No, one more. One more or 2 more would be fine.
Oh, I don't have any. Okay, just I.
You wrote today, you posted today a very beautiful poem.
Oh, beautiful poem.
Yes.
Oh,
It is on Facebook right now.
She's too
I
humble.
checked my Facebook.
Yes.
She's a very good poet.
Oh,
Excellent poet, actually.
Yes, today's poem, yes.
okay. I try to search for my. May I read a poem as a haiku?
Yes.
Yeah. In Japan, when spring comes, we have a very hazy sky at early morning, and it said the flowers bring cloudy sky. It means in Japanese hanakumori. I read it in haiku style and in English. Okay, I read it. A hazy sky, the element of utopia, principle and pile up. In Japanese, 花曇り、桃源郷の香り、沈殿し is my shortest poem as a haiku.
Very nice. Elegant.
Thank you. Sometimes I create a poem, tanka or haiku, and then the continuous of poem, a long version in English. But this is very long, so I read this, not this time, but next or another chance to, I want to read.
Okay.
We
hope you will come to our meeting online, to our meetings next time. Now you know we are lovely people.
I want to ask this question because Chryssa has said when she got her award, the Greek people did not accept that. They weren't happy for her. What about the Japanese people? Have they said anything to you? Are they happy that you got this award? Do they acknowledge that you did? Or do they not?
Do you carry their award around town and show everyone?
No. No. I mean, what did they think about you getting that award?
You are acknowledged abroad.
Yeah.
With an award.
Were
Did
they
someone
happy? Were they happy for you, or do they care?
Not regulatory. Japanese people are not interested in, just enjoy their life.
Okay.
So that makes me, I think always, it is very strange and very sad for me. Why they are not interested in the world or sad things or fight or war. I don't know why. So I sometimes I don't like Japanese.
Well, I guess what it is they have learned to be peaceful, and they see others outside being warlike, and they don't want to have a part of that. And they probably don't think much of us as people, because we're involved in war so much. I mean, we aren't, but you know, the government is. It's very sad, actually.
But it also sounds like you were saying that people just aren't into awards necessarily, or that they're just doing their daily life, and who cares about getting an award almost.
It's a
in
a
Greece,
difficult thing.
In Greece, they like awards, but for themselves.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Well, I think what she's saying about the Japanese is they don't think of they don't want to be bragging about awards.
They just enjoy their lives.
I mean, Evie feels that from Germany. When we first met, my partner's from Germany, and we first met, and I would be somewhere, and I was at that time a professional juggler, so I was, if I met somebody and they said they ran a festival, I would be handing them my card and saying, you know, if you need any jugglers or something. And she would be like, "Why are you pushing yourself on people? You know, we don't." They didn't do that in Germany. That you're always promoting or something. And I was like, "Well, because that's what I do here. That's what we do here. It's like it's a different aspect in America, in that you are trying to make connections to get the work or do something, and so you don't even think of it that way. But in other cultures, it looks like you're there beating your chest, going, here I am," or something. And that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was just, and sometimes, you know, because you can be obnoxious, I would just try to be, you know, nice about it. And they would say, "Oh, great." Many times people say, "Oh, good, thanks," and I would get jobs. So it was encouraging to do it, and I tried to do it, you know, respectfully. But it was a part of that aspect of you. That's the only way you're going to be seen or known. Or
I created the Beat Poet Laureate program to acknowledge other people from other countries and our own country in the U.S. Because I think that a lot of people are not appreciated for their talents. And I wanted to make sure that they were. I guess that's how I could explain it.
Yes, and that's why we love you. We love you because you your knowledge us for something we work so hard and no one else can see. Because
I think it's important for people to
it is not about bragging.
No, I think it's important for other people to feel that they didn't just write something and it doesn't mean anything to anybody else. It does mean something. And I want everybody to know that, and be proud of you all,
Yeah, but that was the reality of when I got the award. It ran the whole gamut of people of like, that's not a real award. Or I could tell they were mad because they thought they should have gotten it. And then there were people who were like, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve, which I had never heard from before saying that. So all of a sudden the award gave them an opportunity to say, oh, no, I love your work. I'm so glad you got acknowledged. So there was a little bit of that. But, you also realize you get into this thing of other people's jealousy or whatever. And even just if somebody said something, if you said, yes, I got this award, you just said, Chryssa, people might say, oh, so you're bragging about it? I was joking about carrying the plaque around and everywhere you go, you show it to somebody. And I wasn't attempting to do that at all. But just if someone asked or it came out in the paper and then somebody would say something because I would put in that I got, oh, so you got this award. And, I could tell it went that whole gamut. It wasn't always everybody cheering or glad, or there was the jealousy of other poets wondering why they didn't get it, or like I said, that's not a real organization. Who cares? It's like, you sent in a coupon and bought that, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, okay.
That's one thing.
Yes, we are not a real organization. We just exist for 15 or 12
We're
years.
a real organization, and it's a registered organization.
Yes, it is a real organization. But when people you didn't give an award talk to me to the internet, they tell me, oh, you're not a true organization. If you were, you would give a prize to me. Not to you.
Well, I have had people ask me if they could pay me to get an award, and
because there are prize paid.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel people have to earn their award, and by their being so expressive, that you can't ignore them and their talents. That's how I feel about it anyway.
I'm very proud about my awards.
That's good.
Your awards you gave me. Even
See, I didn't give them to you. I am the one that gives them in the end, but I am not the one that recommends them to you.
This is what I wanted to say. Mostly I'm proud because I met you. All. And especially you. Through these awards. That's why I'm proud. Because I heard and I listened to great poetry. I met people that feel the same way as me. It is a very lonely world if you don't have a group. That is.
So I want to tell you, Takako, you have us now as family. You have us as family too.
In my honest, my family do not know as my know my activity as a poet.
Oh my goodness.
So today I said to my husband, I had some business Zoom meeting Oh, he said, really? Today is Sunday, right? Yes, I said, yes, I do.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Hidden poetry.
Okay, well, we'll try to keep our affair secret.
Yeah.
I did just friend you on Facebook, so I don't know what that means.
What's going to happen when I put it on YouTube?
There you go.
You are her out from America. Or her sister, I don't know.
So in terms of people watching, we're in about an hour, so I don't know if you want to just ask any other questions as far as or end the video part. We can always talk more.
Yeah, I think we're done with the recording part.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
It's very nice.
Yeah, very good time for me and for you.